The first rays of the sun will soon illuminate this battlefield. They will shine upon shell craters, smashed vehicles and bodies. Will this new day bring us fresh horrors to add to this vista of madness that we see before us? Or will we be able to smash the Soviet forces apart and drive them away from this hill and the river beyond? The outlook is promising. During the night, in fierce fighting, the Soviet forces have been decimated to such a degree that our men were able to break through their lines in the north. 2 of their regimental commands have been caught in a pincer and destroyed along with their men. Their lines are disintegrating, their men fleeing before our forces. It looks to us as if a full collapse of their forces is imminent. Maybe all that we will have to do is to mop up the last remaining resistance. In the center of our line, the village of Samudi is still contested. The remains of the enemy tank force are nearby. There shouldn't be many of them left. By our estimation, maybe 3 or 4, certainly not enough to pose a threat to our advance. Hello there, and welcome to a new episode of the Far Escape campaign in Graviteam Tactics Mius-Front. And today we have the second battle of this turn on our hands, and it's going to be a very special battle because of the layout of the battlefield that we're encountering this time. As you can tell, the enemy will have tanks. I don't know how many though. We know for sure, or let's say we are quite certain that they will have at least 1 KV-1 tank and 2 T-34 tanks, because we saw those tanks in the previous battle that we fought in this area. Now, in what condition will those tanks be? That's the big question. Will those tanks be able to shoot and to drive? Is their crew healthy and will they be able to perform? Or are those tanks nothing more than pillboxes sitting somewhere in the countryside? In any case, maybe they even have more tanks than that. However, my anti-tank capabilities in this battle are not as good as they were in the previous ones. For starters, this time I don't have my 8.8 cm anti-aircraft guns. So how will I defeat the KV tank? That's a really good question that I can't answer right now. We do have some 5 cm and 3.7 cm anti-tank guns. However, those are of course not that great and probably won't be able to defeat a KV. So I will really have to figure out how we can deal with that tank. But with that all said, let's go ahead, let's go to the battlefield. And let's see what the enemy has in store for us. Welcome to the battlefield and to a quite interesting tactical situation. So let me show you on the map what I mean. Let me turn it north-south. There we go. As you can see here, the enemy has a big bulge in our lines. They apparently will attempt to maybe retreat, maybe pull back a little bit and make a stand here. But they will also try to attack once again towards the hill. That is at least the estimation. However, I will be doing some attacks myself. And that's gonna make the whole thing very dynamic and very interesting. Down here in the south though, at this farm here, at this kolkhoz, a combined farm, so one of these big Soviet farms. At this farm we have just a few units, and the anti-tank guns that I have here are not in a good shape. Some of them are low in ammunition, especially those of the 3.7 cm variety. This one has only 1 gunner on the gun, so I don't know if he will even be able to make use of this gun, or if he will immediately abandon it once the battle starts. That's a very real possibility. And the 5 cm guns, they are not much better off. One of them is downright broken, and so I think it will get immediately abandoned. We'll see though. The other one is here, positioned so that it can cover this little road. My anti-tank guns down here are not in great positions because the ground doesn't really allow it to set them up in a good position without getting them way too close to the enemy's starting area. And I don't want that. So they are hanging a little bit back, and we'll just see how the enemy reacts down here. If they attack towards the cohorts with tanks, then I might be in big trouble. There's another unit here of infantry that is a bit stretched thin. They are stretched basically all along this area. They have to cover a lot of ground to make sure that the enemy isn't getting in behind us and capturing this barn here. So as the battle progresses, I will start moving these guys around and then this way. Right, as we progress further up the line, we have this company here in the field. This company is completely fresh. They have just arrived on the battlefield and I was not able to deploy them individually. That's a shame. That really is a shame. But what will I do with them? Well, their task is quite simple. They are gonna be used for attacking. I will have them march this way, then further this way, and then down this way to these woods where they will set up and prepare an attack towards the partition farm here. If they can take partition, we will be in a good position to have them maybe advance further towards the homestead, down this gully, into these woods, and if they can occupy these woods, they can basically close the door behind any enemies that might be left in this area out here. So I'll try to achieve that with them. I have the very sad remains of the 9th company here. These guys. That's really all there is left of the 9th company. I'm having them just hang back here as a guard unit. Maybe I'll use them to patrol the lines or something like that, but they are combat ineffective. They are just there because they are present in the area. That's it. Then I have more infantry here, another unit. These guys, that's the 10th company. I want them to start marching across the hill. Just march all the way across the hill, down this path. And I want them to lead the attack towards Pavlovchev over there. So they are going to set up in these woods, and then they're going to attack that way. I do have with them 2 assault guns. The assault guns that we know from the previous battle. Their ammunition has been replenished, so we once again have a few high explosive shells for them. And if the infantry that is marching towards the objectives should get pressured by the enemy, these things can simply roll up the hill here, set up and start lobbing high explosive. That's the plan for them. I have a whole bunch of infantry over here. These guys are gonna get into trucks and they're gonna drive down this road all the way to Zamudi once again to reinforce that village, because this village once again finds itself on the front lines. And the 5th company that is sitting in here is not very strong. I hope they can hold on long enough for the reinforcements to arrive. That's their task. So, that was all. Let's start and see what happens. It is 5 o'clock in the morning, so still a bit dark. I will of course brighten the image a little bit. But I hope that we will very soon see sunrise. Can't combat. Yeah, there we go. That's what I thought would happen. The anti-tank gun that is manned by only 1 dude is being abandoned. Can't combat. He will abandon the gun. Broken even. Oh, look at that, flares. Oh, that's lovely. So the enemy is out there. That's very lovely. Okay, these guys are getting into position, starting to march down the road. Very soon they are gonna get moving. Same with these guys here, that's progressing well. I have to check on those guys that are getting into the trucks. see if I can actually fit everyone inside the truck. Inside those trucks, or if there are... Yeah, see, in this truck we have still a bit of space. 1, 2, 3, 4 guys can fit into this. Yeah, he already has one over there, so these 3 guys can easily fit into this truck. Mount up. What do we have here? 2 seats in this one. 3 seats actually. This one, 2 seats. So this unit has 7 men, that's simply not gonna work. Do we have a truck that is particularly empty? They are all kind of full. They are all filled up except for the one back here. I will have to change that. Let's have a look. Looks like the guys that were supposed to get in didn't get in. Let's give the order again. And looks like I could get somebody into this one here. Dramatic sky. Let's actually do that. So, how many places do I have here? How many empty seats? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 empty seats. So I could get that infantry group. To get into that truck. Yes, I could. Do that, please. Okay, these guys are mounting up. I have a bit more infantry left here. I am sure that I can find places for them as well. These 3 guys, for example. Let's see where we can fit those. Wait, where are you moving to? You are moving back there, okay. 3 seats. Oh, look at that. Looks like 3 empty seats to me. This was you, wasn't it? Yes. Mount up. Let's get as many men as possible into the vehicles. Still no contacts for now. Yes, contacts. Tank sighted. That looks like possibly a T-34 advancing with his lights on. Yep, looks like a T-34. And yeah, it definitely is a T-34. We also saw another tank. And enemy infantry in our midst. How the hell did that happen again? Well, at least they made wow, okay. They made short work of those guys. Jesus Christ. It's good that I left them on open fire. We have another tank contact behind those houses. I left 5cm guns on the flank of this hill. They are ordered to hold fire. And they might be my best bet to knock out those enemy tanks. However, they are once again, of course, out in the open. That thing is rolling around with lights turned on. I'll let it... Oh, crap. More tanks. Okay, I did say that the enemy has at least 3 tanks. That is confirmed. Infantry contacts over here. Enemy infantry is moving in while my infantry is trying to get into position. This is dicey. 4 tanks. Okay, enemy infantry rushing my positions. They are rushing. Turn a machine gun on them. Mow him down, will you? Shadows running in the darkness. Muzzle flashes and shadows. That's all there is. Absolutely intense atmosphere. And they're being shot at. And I have just lost a man. I were him, I would just fire away. You have enemies on your right. Yeah, they got you. With submachine guns. He's just wounded. He can keep going. Now he has a buddy arriving to help him out. More buddies. Awesome. Give him hell. Beat them back. Oh my god, that's a lot of them. Ah, crap. Now here's a thing that I really dislike. Once again, this ground here was my ground, in my possession. The enemy was able to deploy from a line, let's say about here, and then to this side. 4 minutes of this battle have passed, and I have already enemies here. How does that work? I didn't... This is the first time, the first campaign that I'm playing, where I notice it this much. And I don't know why that is, but it's not very good. Okay, let's see. Some of my fire missions have completed, so we have to get new fire missions going. And you know, I might just dump a whole bunch of artillery on the entrance to Zamudi. We have tanks here, crap. High explosive, 5 per gun. Just start shooting. You have high explosive as well. You might do the same, to be honest. Just go ahead and dump a bunch of high explosive into this area. Yeah, let's do just that. Let's start suppressing the enemy. And let's think about getting my anti-tank gun started before it's too late. Look at this, I positioned this 3.7 centimeter gun here in such a nice position. And now it has enemies on both sides, all of a sudden. Crap, that thing is gone. Okay. Anti-tank guns to the rescue. The 5 centimeter guns will have to shoot up some tanks. Don't fire at infantry. And open fire. Oh, look at this atmosphere. Okay, the orders are now going down the line. Going to the battery commander here, then to the individual guns themselves. And now they are aware that they're allowed to open fire, they are aiming. Searching for a target. Maybe they can't see a tank right now. In that case they of course won't fire. Come on. Nah. They won't. Probably can't see a thing. Which is, well, not too surprising. That's okay. They'll see something eventually and then they'll engage it. Yeah, at the moment they can't seem to see a tank. I have to check on the reinforcements. They have not left yet. Mount up, come on. Get into the truck, I think then we can get moving here. I just have to look. Why the hell are you alone? And where's the rest of your guys? I believe I sent them into this truck, so you can't fit... What? You and you. Can't fit. But there's an empty... Okay, never mind. Let's see if you can fit into another truck then. This one maybe. So you poor soul, and this truck can't do it. That's wonderful. That's really wonderful. Doesn't matter too much right now. I'll have his companions just dismount so that he doesn't get left behind, and we'll get the trucks moving as soon as these guys have mounted up. I need to get the trucks moving. Okay, looking good. His friends did dismount. I can try... Nah, never mind. Just go here. And let me select the trucks. Truck 1, truck 2, truck 3, truck 4, truck 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 trucks full of men. Basically almost a whole company is on the move here. Inside these trucks. I want you guys to... I have a tank contact over there, that's not nice. Or a vehicle contact at the very least. Doesn't necessarily have to be a tank. But I want you to drive down the roads. Fast, of course, in a column, single file. Actually... Vehicles by roads. What is preventing that? That wasn't it. What is preventing vehicles by roads? Don't know right now. It's not that one. Never mind then. You will just drive on the roads. Drive fast. Drive in a column. Single file. Normal spacing. Get a move on. And then afterwards I want you to just drive up here and speed into the damn village. And there you will dismount the guys. Good, and I have goddamn tanks inside. Oh crap. Unit lost. That's a machine gun gone. That was hit by the tank. I really might have to rethink my defense of the village of Samudi here, because it's not working. And now the tanks, the enemy tanks, are down in the gully. I can't target them with the 5cm guns. The anti-tank gun that I had at the homestead has of course been killed, as I predicted, by the enemies that were suddenly all around it. So that's bad. Do my men even have a chance? I do have anti-tank rifles here. Can they achieve anything? What even are we facing? Let's start with that. So, no. Shit. That's a T-34, okay. That's a KV. I'm not gonna achieve anything against that beast. We have more enemies and more tanks advancing over here. Towards... Oh, shit. Shit. What do we have here? We have a bunch of T-34s. I have no idea where they pulled those, and a KV, of course. I have no idea where they have found those tanks, all of a sudden. And apparently at least one of my anti-tank guns has died. Good thing is my 5cm guns are safe. If I let the enemy tank advance into my line, I can hurt them. And looks like... yeah, somebody is retreating. Can't blame them. You are the sole survivor on that gun, and that gun is decrewed, so I'll have you fall back. Just fall back. More vehicles, more enemies out here in the open. I'm encountering much more resistance than I thought I would. And not having the 8.8 centimeter guns is seriously hurting me right now. But my truck column is on the way. So that's something. You guys, you will just have to march. I want you guys to... Holy sh... Where that... What? 1, 2, 3... T-34s and 3 BT-10... How? Where from? Shit! This is not going well. This is not gonna go well at all. I need the reinforcements over here. And I need the assault guns over here. The assault guns could be the saving grace. I'll have the assault guns. I want them to drive down here in the valley, first and foremost. Just get down here. And once you're down there, I'll have you drive down the road as fast as possible to here. Just get going, okay? I need to keep the mortars shooting. If I can separate the enemy infantry from the tanks, I might have a chance. Start laying into them with the artillery. Can I target this area? I can. I'll just mortar the crap out of everything. Light infantry guns. They can do damage. So I'll have them shoot. Oh yeah, shoot at this infantry here. Actually shoot like so. Give me 10 per gun. Call it. Let's hurt the enemy infantry as much as we can. Because otherwise this is gonna go bad. My men are holding on, but I don't know if they can hold on, especially not with tanks bearing down on them. This is simply not going to work. Do I have any capability, any anti-tank capability that I can make use of? I have 2 small anti-tank guns positioned here in an ambush position, just in case that the enemy would be coming down this road with tanks. They chose not to do that. I could try to move those guns up. Apart from that, the 5 centimeter guns over here really have to pull through now. I mean, they can see the tanks. They are free to open fire. And they should. They really should. They can see some of the tanks. Reposition? Are you kidding me? Oh, they just turned the gun. Okay. Yeah. You guys are a bit far away. But it's not gonna work otherwise. Let me clear your targeting so that you can start focusing on anything really. Somebody is retreating over here, that's bad. Don't want to lose this position, but if the enemy keeps pushing me with so... How the hell did they find so many tanks? Where from? Did they... They must have had tank platoons in reserve that they pulled into the companies. That's the only explanation that I can find for this. For this massive resurgence in enemy armor. Okay, my anti-tank guns are starting to shoot. Targeting the T-34s here. And hitting. You can say a lot about a 5cm gun, but at least it's accurate. And you know, if they can hit the side of the turret, that might be enough. Well, as I say that they're accurate, they start to miss all the time. Yeah, all the time. Oh hell. Oh, that looked like maybe it grazed the tracks. Why did I say that they're accurate? I jinxed it. That's my fault. So, dear friends, this here is what happens when you underestimate your enemy and think that you have already killed almost all of his tanks, and then, no you didn't. No, you actually didn't. And they're suddenly all here. By the way, you guys, please hold fire. Don't just jump out of the trucks at the very first opportunity, because that's what they really like to do when they are not ordered to hold fire. Shit, I'm losing. Yeah, I'm having a hard time replenishing command points, because my command structure is breaking down here. Everywhere. Really everywhere. Okay. You know, having this gun in this ambush position down here was nice, but I feel like I might be needing it somewhere else right now. So maybe let's wheel it up to the mills here. From there it might be able to shoot at close range at the enemy tanks. Just march down the road. Get going. What is your mission? Why did you stop there? Okay, you're waiting for the other trucks. That's fine. I just want to tell you to not shoot at anybody. There you go. Finally confirmed the order. Reinforcements are arriving, but I don't know if they'll be enough. We are taking some captives here and there. We are definitely hurting the enemy infantry. I'm just gonna order this strike again, because that's actually a good position for that. Same here, to be honest. Just keep firing. And can I target these guys? No. Not at all. Maybe these ones? No. Everything's a no. Then just try to target the enemy infantry if we can. Like so. Start shooting into them. Use up our ammunition. Separate the tanks from the infantry, make the tanks... Tanks without infantry are not super strong. They have... A tank has a lot of drawbacks. Visibility from inside the tank being the main one, because it's really, really bad. So when you can separate the tanks from the surrounding infantry, they can't share information with each other, and your tanks, or the enemy tanks, really start having problems. Okay, these BT tanks are advancing down the road. I mean, it looks cool, but goddamn. Well, that's what I get from trying to move the camera so that it doesn't bump into it. And now it's a little bit stuck. No, there it goes. As you can see that dawn is approaching, by the way. Soon I won't have to brighten the image anymore. But that also means that the enemy tanks will have less of a disadvantage when it comes to spotting targets. Spotting targets from inside one of these tanks is a nightmare, even during good conditions, but in the darkness it's really hard to do. And so, once sunlight arrives, they are really gonna start to be annoying. Rolling down the roads into my lines. I hope that my anti-tank guns can actually target them. The darkness also helps me to avoid enemy counterfire. So far the enemy tanks are not shooting back at these guns, because they probably can't spot them. A gun like this, at this distance, is hard to spot from inside one of those tanks. It really isn't that easy. Okay, the enemy has also brought up guns. Damn it. I'm losing my foothold in Samudi. I'm really losing it. The artillery will, of course, do a number on the enemy. They have more tanks moving. God damn it. More infantry moving here as well. My infantry that is advancing here, they are starting to get into the fight. Something has bogged down. I'm sure that's a truck. You start shooting. Let's see who bogged down. Yeah, of course it's a truck. You start reversing. Just reverse. Yeah, that's usually enough to clear them. And now start driving. Where did I have the other ones disembark? Over there. Drive fast to that point. Will you? The assault guns are rolling up. I desperately need those. The anti-tank gun that I ordered to be pushed up the hill. Oh, it's not going super great. They stopped for some reason. Are they already... Oh, they have arrived where I ordered them to be. Okay. In that case, move a bit further next to this house, if you would, please. Artillery keeps hammering the enemy infantry. That's great. My infantry here, the fresh company, they are getting into position to start pushing into the enemy. Despite intense tank pressure, we are holding in our trenches. Somehow we are still holding, but now the BTs are arriving. Yeah, chuck grenades at them. Brave, but I don't think your pistol will do anything. And somebody shot you. Yeah, that's how fast it goes. Okay, my anti-tank guns have spotted new targets. These two T-34s here. They are starting to fire at them. Which is just super great. Also my man or somebody is chucking grenades. Yeah, this guy, this poor brave soul. You are one of the freshmen that have just arrived on the battlefield. You are incredibly, I don't know if courageous is the right word. Maybe suicidal would be better. And my reinforcements are almost here. Yay! Unit destroyed. I'm losing... So there are some things today that are not going great. And a traffic accident. Well, I mean, yeah, it happens. It happens. I guess that's just something that happens sometimes. You can't really avoid it. Oh man, I'm so screwed. How about this 5cm gun? Can you actually start achieving something here? You are shooting at enemies. You do have some armor-piercing ammunition. You only have armor-piercing ammunition left. Don't shoot at enemy infantry. Focus on enemy tanks exclusively, because there are still some nearby. Actually, one is coming right towards you, and I don't think there's anything you can really do to it. At this point, really, I'm just trying to get the enemy tanks bogged down, or put them under so much pressure that they flee. Something along those lines, because nothing else will work. Let's call in more artillery on the enemy forces. That's not gonna work well. Let's call in an artillery strike near Partition. That's gonna work. Let's call in another mortar strike at Samudi here. That's gonna work. Danger close, but it's gonna work. And another strike at this area back here in Partition. Call that in as well. Captives taken. Great. Yeah, some enemy units have penetrated so far, like for example this tank here, that they are starting to get really isolated. Which they don't really want to be in such a position. I wouldn't want to be in such a position. This anti-tank gun here, can I start wheeling it up further? Up to the homestead here where I lost the other one. It might be of yeah, it might really be of use up here. So don't do fast, because otherwise you'll arrive here and you'll be completely useless. Just get going. Unit lost. What did I lose? An anti-tank gun, I think. The KV is advancing. These guys are waiting for it, but I don't think they'll be able to do really anything to it. The units that I have back here, there's not much use in getting them around here. If the enemy is offering a ceasefire, I'm taking it this time. Because this is not going anywhere. This is just gonna be a battle where we both lose. Where are my assault guns, by the way? Where the hell are you going? Why did you go down that road? I don't know. But you are almost there. Keep moving, keep moving. The trucks are almost there, ready to unload the infantry. Then I have to answer the question, what am I gonna do with them, because I don't think I'll be gonna use... I wanted to maybe use some of my infantry to push towards Pavlovchev over there, but it's not gonna happen. That's just not gonna happen. Key point captured. Yeah, the enemy is capturing this key point steadily. They are pushing me out. There's not much that I can do. I can try to get my men back into defensible positions. Pull back to this line. Damn it. Okay, the tank is driving away for now. Maybe it doesn't want to advance without infantry into my line, which is sensible. Absolutely sensible. My anti-tank guns are trying to hit some tanks, but they're failing so far. They just might be too far away, to be honest. Yeah, they can see an enemy tank. some enemy tanks. They are firing. They are just not hitting right now. But look at that vista over there. Ooh, the tank. Did you see the tank moving in the smoke? I hope my gunner saw it, because it's side on. Yeah, somebody saw it. That was a hit on the tank. Okay, load, armor piercing, aim, fire! Wait for the smoke, for the dust to settle, so that the gunner can see the target. Fire! Jesus Christ. Can't really observe fall of shot here, huh? There's way too much dust and smoke, but the tank is still moving. It's still side on to us. It's now peering out of the dust. Put a few more rounds into it, will you? Break something important, please. There you go. That was a hit. Short. Short. Yeah, it's now disappearing into a little depression over there. But this battle, I knew that this battle was gonna get interesting. I just didn't expect it to get this interesting. Just keep hitting them, you're doing well. Keep punishing them. Blow off road wheels, blow off tracks, damage the weapon systems. Render the tanks combat ineffective. That's what I need right now. I need combat ineffective tanks. Okay, trucks. Dismount, dismount. That's a whole bunch of men that I can use to counterattack towards partition. Let's get the trucks out of there. Those that we can get out of there, that is. Drive. Let's see. These trucks as well. Just get back down the road. Get going. Assault guns. Where are you currently? Let's find them. There they are. They have arrived at their waypoint where I ordered them to. Now I can try to make use of them. I can bring them down this road. Maybe. They are not good anti-tank weapons. And they might be a real bad idea against T-34s. T-34 will eat one of those things for breakfast. Unless it gets nailed into the engine by one of the 5cm guns. That's an engine fire. This thing is done for. Fire might spread to the ammunition. Then this thing will blow up. I have a feeling that my defense would have worked better without the confusion and mess caused by the initial enemy rush. Let's keep artillery shooting. Let's get this position once again under fire. Can I get a strike over here? Not with you. You're on the hill though. Let's see, you are up there. You're actually in a really good position. You don't have any ammunition. Can't I see these targets with you? Apparently not. So I'll have you shoot into partition then. Just keep plastering that place. Keep giving them trouble. And the light infantry guns after they have finished with this place. I want them to target... No, can't see it, okay. Can't see it. Why can't he see that? He should be able to see that. Really should, to be honest. Oh, that's weird. It's a bit weird, but okay. Can I maybe get... No, still not. Nope, not working. Well then, in that case, maybe you can hit the enemies there. That's a no. That's also a no to over there. In that case, just keep hitting the enemies down here in this little gully. Good. That should work. Okay. I have to get some kind of plan going here. This is all, at the moment, a confused mess. The enemy has brought some more tanks to Pavlovchev. He has also brought a bunch of infantry and anti-tank guns onto this plain here. I could try to attack them from the flank and overrun them. So let's try to do just that. You guys, I want you to... attack towards here. Let's go. You guys move here. The scouts... No, that's the observer. I don't want to be moving him too much. And your commanders can stay where they are. The assault guns. I need to get them into the action. The anti-tank guns here are of course a nuisance right now. That's bothering me a little bit. Also a big nuisance are those enemy tanks that are making movements in Pavlovchev. I do not like that. We still have one enemy tank. Ah, that's a KV. Can't get my assault guns anywhere close to this thing. They would get wiped. I could try to move my assault guns into the low ground. Move them through the low ground up to here, from where they can engage the enemy infantry and armor that is present in this area. It's just a BT. Just finish off this enemy attack, but I'm hesitating to do that while the KV is nearby. If he gets eyes on my assault guns, it's game over for them. My anti-tank guns on the hill are now engaging the KV. It looks though like the KV might be engaging back. No, he has thrown a track. They're abandoning it. They're abandoning the tank. Maybe. Maybe not? Not. They decided against it. Probably the commander just took a look outside, had a look through his binoculars, maybe, saw that he's dealing with small caliber anti-tank guns and decided, ah, screw it, I'm just gonna sit here. I'm gonna waste all my ammunition on this thing. And he's shooting back with his machine gun. Well, that's not great. Do I have anything at all that can hurt that beast? Not really is the sad answer. I did have an anti-tank rifle team here that was actually in a good position to... No, they're gone. They're gone. I could try to bombard it with artillery, but that usually doesn't work out too well. However, at this point, what do I have to lose? At this point, all I need to do is make this tank crew panic. That's the only thing I can do. 5 per gun. I'm gonna use up a bunch of high explosive here. Call it. And these guys run the hell away. Run away from that tank. It's gonna be hit in just a moment. Ah, crap. No, stop the fire. I need to set immediate action fuses. Otherwise, I will just have shells hit the tank and then bounce off. There we go. Better. Key point capture. The garden is once again in enemy hands, and it's probably gonna remain in enemy hands. Apart from that, the enemy is putting on some pressure here at Petemoga, but we are kinda holding. I could try to get more infantry forward. Have them, because I don't need all those men back there, have them move to here, then have them move to here, and then I'll have them set up defensively in these buildings, and then I'll push them forward into the big brick building. Unit lost. Another machine gun. Yes, another machine gun down. KV is being hit, but it's not really doing anything. And this guy... You are being sacrificed, man. They opened the hatch. They are not abandoning the tank. Why did they open? They are trying to repair. That's brave. He climbed back in, I think. They are trying to get repairs going. It's incredibly brave. Okay. If I don't make any use of the assault guns, then why did I bring them? The KV is sitting there. He is immobilized, so he can't go anywhere. If I get the assault guns into the low ground, what can they really achieve? Not much, because once they get to here about, they will be seen by the KV. So that's not gonna do anything. If I bring them on the left side, and it looks like we wiped the enemy anti-tank guns that were in the field. So I'll have these guys now retreat into this wood line, so that they don't get mauled by the enemy tanks that are moving ahead of them. What do we have there? Looks like more T-34s. Yes, more T-34s. Artillery is hitting around the tank, but doesn't look like we actually got a direct hit on it. And it is now shooting back at my anti-tank guns, it seems. Let's see if we can maybe try again. I mean, there's nothing else I can do. Might as well. And the mortars, let's see, what do we get the mortars to fire at? Enemies are moving through partitions, so let's just blanket the area with a whole bunch of mortar fire. Just hurt them real bad. Okay. I have some enemies advancing onto my flank. They have been broken up quite badly there, so I don't think they're a great threat. However, I could use the remains of the 9th Company to do what I announced and just patrol down this line. Make sure that we don't have any enemies in our rear. So I'll have them do that. You are just gonna patrol. Just move like that. And if you encounter enemies, you will engage. My anti-tank guns are now shooting at other enemy tanks. That one over there. But they will retarget the KV possibly. I think I've lost one of my 5cm guns. No, one is just almost out of ammunition. That's all there is to it. Yeah, they're still firing at it. Just keeping it suppressed. I mean, yeah, why not? Do I have anyone at all with explosives? Not really, just hand grenades. And the tank is definitely trying to hit my anti-tank guns, I think. It's shooting at them. Jeez. Oh! Blood next to the tank. I think once again somebody tried to jump out to repair the track. And got either blown up or just shot. The artillery is once again starting to land around the vehicle. But it's not accurate at all. Get over there. Get away from that thing. Who are you? You belong to that unit over there. Actually, do set up a defense in that area. I have broads. I have 2 small anti-tank guns here, but the 3.7cm gun is just completely useless. Completely useless. If I could get a 5cm gun close enough, then maybe. Let's work on that plan. Do you have ammunition left? You do, 10 rounds. You will stop shooting. I want you to bring the gun over here. A truck will meet you. And will drive you into Zamuri. Well, towards the homestead here. And get you in a position where you can have side shots on the tank. That's the only thing I can do right now, and I lost one of the guns to the tank now. Yeah. I don't think it can see this gun, so this gun is safe, it's just out of ammunition. Is it? It does have 3 armor-piercing rounds left. I'll keep it shooting for now. As soon as it is out of ammunition, I'll have to pull it back. Okay, these guys are successfully retreating. That's good. Enemy tanks are still... Enemy infantry is pushing us. Zamuri is a tough spot. What about you guys? You guys, I really didn't pay enough attention to you, did I? Not at all. Let's see that I get... But yeah, what can I do with the machine guns as long as enemy tanks are there? They'll just mow them down. Can try to make as much use of them as I can, but they're not gonna get into any better positions than this. And that anti-tank gun from the enemy, from one of the previous battles. Let's call in another strike onto the tank. Maybe we get lucky. 1 shell exploding on the engine deck. That's all I need. That's all I need. Mortars, let's keep them shooting. So Partition still contains some enemy presence, but it's not a lot at this time. Can I maybe target this area down here? Not really. I could try to target this area, where the enemy is trying to move through. Yeah, let's do that. Try target that area. Still no ceasefire. And we are not gonna get any. Not as long as the enemy has so many tanks. You, who the hell are you even? You are an infantry squad? Didn't I order you guys to start marching? No? Do it. It looks to me like we pretty much, or at least to a very large degree, eliminated the enemy infantry. It's just there that goes the ceasefire. Am I taking this? Should I maybe try to capture a bit more ground? Can I get this thing? If I get an anti-tank gun on its flank? I might. So, okay, I'm not calling it. Where is the anti-tank gun? There it is. It's being pushed down. Where's the truck that I sent to collect it? Oh, that's a damn good question. I did send a truck. It's not you. It's not one of you. I'm pretty sure I sent a truck. The artillery is once again hitting all around the tank. But it's not precise enough to hit it directly. So let's abandon that idea. You can drive, right? Okay. Drive down the road. And then drive up here. Or can you guys push the gun down the hill? Maybe yes. If I get the 5cm gun on its flank, I can kill it. I'm relatively certain of that. Hatch is open again. Yeah, somebody is trying to repair. But he'll stop very soon because my infantry will start shooting at him. 2 guys. Do I still have ammunition? I do. I mean, if they're outside when artillery shells start to land. Isn't this amazing? This game... That this game actually does this. The machine gun on the back of the turret works. This tank can literally shoot in 3 directions with machine guns. Yeah, looks like another crew member is there. And they close the hatch again. If a few more crew members die, maybe they'll abandon it, or maybe who knows what they'll do. Okay, I now have T-34s driving across this field on their way to Padamoga apparently. That's not good. Okay, I should really start to get infantry over here to make a counter push and recapture the garden. So let's see who else can I get moving. You guys start to move here. Oh no, you're actually machine gun units. Start to move over there. Where's the infantry that I'm moving? There they are. You... There is more enemy infantry in the open. But I have machine guns here. They should be able to keep them at bay. You move... Don't move fast, yeah. Move down there. Move here. And then move here. And get into defensive positions there. You guys, same thing really. Move there, move there, move there, move there, and defend. And these guys, they can stay there. They can stay there. I don't want to just have machine guns covering that ground. Yeah, looks like my mortar strike is landing way off target, but still hitting enemies because they're everywhere. T-34s are now charging. I'm gonna be very honest, I'm not gonna be able to defend against a T-34 charge with one functioning 5cm gun. They are now indeed charging across the open field. Charge of the T-34. No anti-tank guns to stop them apart from the one. That's bad. Still enemy tanks, more enemy tanks in Pavlovchev. T-34s even, so I can't bring my assault guns to that flank. They just can't fight those tanks. They are not effective against them, not at all. We have now some enemy infantry advancing down here. If I bring the assault guns in like this, they might be able to do something without being spotted by the T-34s, so let's try that. Start the engines. kill that enemy infantry. My anti-tank gun. Where the hell did it... What? Where? There? Did I order you there? Where did I order you? Jesus Christ. Go there. Yeah, the hill is steep, I get it. But they are slowly pulling the gun down. It's just gonna take some time. Time that I don't necessarily have. Defense is holding for now. Somebody retreating here, but that's fine, that's fine. The T-34s are indeed driving into Peremoga. I have a small 3.7 centimeter gun engaging them. It's not gonna do anything. That was the 5 centimeter gun, I believe. That might do something. That missed horribly. Oh, ho, 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 there we go. 1 tank down. 2 tanks down. Possibly 3 tanks down. Yeah, I'm gonna recapture this farm. 2 tanks down. The third one possibly as well, because it's not moving. Oh, it is moving. It's trying to retreat, and it's retreating in front of my guns. This thing's got to go soon. Side on at this range, maybe the 3.7 centimeter gun can do something. If not, the 5 centimeter gun can do the job. And this is where we will be ending today's episode, watching together how this poor T-34 is trying to get out of the line of fire of these guns, apparently without precisely knowing where they are being shot at from. Now, we will continue this battle in the next week, of course, and let me tell you, this is far from over. Oh, so far from over. There's still a significant threat to us being posed by the enemy KV tank, and also our assault guns have yet to go into action. What will they accomplish, I wonder? You'll find out next time. For now, I want to tell you one more quick thing. A new Silent Hunter video will be released this Wednesday. I have played a little bit in the meantime, and well, the journey to my patrol area is a long one, and it was exceptionally uneventful. However, suddenly I received a radio report, or well, we intercepted some radio messages that point to a nearby convoy. So with a bit of luck, we might have a convoy battle on our hands. I don't know yet. I had saved at that point and haven't played any further, but maybe there will be a convoy battle, so I'm really looking forward to that. I want to mention one other quick little thing. I have activated channel memberships on my YouTube channel. I will go into more detail during the Silent Hunter video, because I imagine that we will have plenty of time to talk then. I just want to tell you this. If you want to support the channel, I would be very appreciative of that. But it is not a requirement for anything. It is against my beliefs to lock any content behind a paywall. So I'm never ever gonna do that. I really dislike how more and more YouTube channels are going in such a direction that they are locking things behind a paywall on their channel or on a separate website even. That I really do not like, and it just doesn't agree with what I think YouTube should be. I do understand that many of these large content creators that have built their lives around this platform are maybe forced to do it to maintain their lifestyle. in the face of dwindling ad revenue on YouTube and increasing costs everywhere else. I don't know. But I'm not doing this for the money, you know that. And so I'm not logging anything. If you want to contribute, I would be very happy. I would really appreciate that, but please don't feel forced to do so. As I said, I'll go into more detail in the Silent Hunter 5 video, why I'm doing this, what additional YouTube hurting benefits there are to supporting this channel, because that stuff is really funny. But we'll go into that in the Silent Hunter 5 video. For now, I want to thank you very much for watching today's episode. I do hope that you are looking forward to the continuation of this battle next week, and of course to, let's hope, a convoy battle in Silent Hunter 3. Did I say Silent Hunter 5 earlier? I hope I didn't. Now that I think about it, maybe I did. Oh, damn it. Well, Silent Hunter. Look forward to that. Until then, have some really great days and goodbye.